MasterChef is back. We are in the third episode of Generations. Last week, we had Gen Z. I gave you a week to catch up. Here we go. We are talking spoilers. We are talking failures. And of course, a bunch of losers. Let's start off with a win. Welcome back, Nick, this heartthrob. Man, you are everything MasterChef could ever dream of. You didn't win. You got on to be the biggest internet cooking sensation of all time. I'm happy for you. I'm a little bit jealous. You're killing it. Nick, welcome back, man. Good to see you. We got to get you on the podcast, man. You're the biggest get ever. You got to come tell us all about your journey from the first win of that MasterChef apron to literally becoming a judge for an episode. The downside of your episode is Gen Z was terrible. Y'all made the boomers look good, and you made the millennials look like Michelin star chefs. Let's talk about it. Out the gate, we had Becca first. Becca, cute, bubbly, but also has this like fierce direction and drive. I see a good competitor in her, and I think she's going, I'm going to say top 6 right now. I'm going to come back to Becca after the first round when everybody's in, everyone's got their aprons, and I'm going to come back and reassess Becca. But right now I'm saying top 6. She made a chocolate lava cake. Very, very risky. Also, one of our first, I know we saw one other dessert, but this is like an actual classic dessert and something very difficult to do in the MasterChef kitchen. And she nailed it. I would actually say it was on a little too runny side, but better that than just a chocolate cake with no frosting. It looked great. It looked delicious. Here's my other thing I think about Becca. When they showed all of her social media posts, she had a lot of really good looking food that was all savory, and she came out with a dessert. So I think she's got a lot up her sleeve and is going to be the only Gen Z contestant that we will give a damn about for the rest of the season. I do think she is going to have a little bit of a roller coaster of a journey, though. Let's talk about Violet. This is everything that's wrong with Gen Z. Super pretty, super confident, maybe a little naive, is crushing it on TikTok and Instagram and has all these plays and you know, gosh, life is great, right? And then it comes time to show up and cook for Gordon Ramsay, Joe, Aaron, Nick. What was that plate? Overdone New York strip with underdone rendered fat, didn't render it at all. Plated this dish like a boomer. Just a side of potatoes, a side of an omelet, and then a chimichurri. And man, you are lucky Aaron was nice because I could see stems from a mile away in that chimichurri. What the hard bleep on that one. That dish is exactly the epitome of your entire generation. A full-on identity crisis. I am so sorry to be so harsh on you because you did get a nice sear on that New York strip, but seriously, you've been living with the phone in your hand and that's what you gave us. I could have never cooked a day of my life and had the phone as long as you have and could have done 10 times better. Here's the other thing about what happened here. Violet is the exact worst case scenario of someone that has a huge following on TikTok. You don't have a safety net anymore going on MasterChef. You get rid of the safety net and then this is what you get. Like TikTok, you can start over. You only put your best foot forward out on the internet. This is real cooking for real judges. There's no room for error and you gotta be better. But she just risked her entire social media career for one episode of MasterChef and didn't get an apron. That is the scary part about going on this show because she risked the whole thing. Fatima. This lamb dish looked really good. I really liked the simple plating, the sauce to pour. It was very simple. So to not be tasting, not checking your rice and to get a critique from Gordon Ramsay like the rice needs seasoning. I mean, damn. It looked cooked nice, but it just seemed very middle of the road. No risk really. Very simple. I feel like I could have done this dish in 25 minutes. There was a lot of room to make this better. She did use familiar spices and it seemed like she was cooking from, family style recipes that she knows. I feel like it was just very safe, very middle of the road. And I feel like that's going to be really her whole journey. She was a quick apron win, quick one off. I don't know. I really don't have much to say about Fatima. I just want more. And Nick, at this point, I'm a fan, and please, I think you can take this. You look nervous as shit and quiet as a mouse. What is going on, my friend? Yeah, I probably would be too. Being my first time back in the MasterChef kitchen judging, you didn't come do All Stars with us. I'm sure it's fucking terrifying. But man, come on. Just give us what we love about you. Where's the energy, bud? I hope you can come on here and chat and tell us how fucking nervous you were. And also, I hope that one day this podcast gets big enough that they bring me on as a judge and I get to tell everyone how much they suck. All right, moving on. Matt, an Air Force captain. Thank you for your service, sir. My brother's in the Air Force. Hi, you guys might even know each other. Matt, what I do have to say is you were a little too excited for salmon and mashed potatoes. I mean, you aren't out there blowing up the enemy with that thing, so chill the fuck out. And yeah, Gordon Ramsay, I've never seen you get so flustered so fast. He comes up to Matt. Matt, where's the salmon? In the oven? How long are you cooking it for? Whatever amount of time. You have like 20 minutes left. The salmon's already in. Is it going to be overcooked? Uh-oh. Gordon sees everything. He sees everything. Man, you looked so flustered so fast. Yep, sure enough, came on out. Salmon, crispy, skin side down. Have you guys not watched the show before or any cooking show ever? Don't put your crispy skinned salmon in the sauce, in the whipped potatoes. Flip it over. Show it off. Give a little scrape with the knife. Get a little ASMR. Put a little flaky salt. Guys, this is seconds. This is seconds. These are just the little details that Gordon Ramsay is watching. He's looking for this. Ah, man, Matt. You came in, you flew in fast, and you flew out fast. Sorry, Matt. Again, thank you for your service, and say hi to my brother for me. Adam Hart. This one kind of shocked me. I have a friend named Adam Hart. He's a stuntman, and he also likes to cook. But he's not a Gen Zer. Seriously, a Gen Zer on a dude ranch? I don't know, man. This dish is not what I expected from Adam. This dish has like a lot of flavor, a lot of culture, and not his culture. I mean, this is a very Middle Eastern style dish, and he developed the flavors and put them all together well. I think the concept of flavors and the seasoning and not what I expected. I mean, this is like the dish I would expect from Fatima. Way more seasoning than she put into her dish. You could see it from a mile away. The only thing I would say, we didn't need the Greek salad on the side. Leave that off. Focus on the lamb a little more. But all in all, if you listen to these judges' critiques, listen to them, make the adjustments, Adam, I think you go far. I think you do. But I'm going to say top 12. I think there's too many other contestants that are going to elevate dishes in a way that Adam won't be able to as a dude rancher. And don't take any offense to that, Adam. I think what you bring to the table will be delicious every time. But eventually, it's got to get refined. And I just don't think you're going to pull it out. Anyway, I also I love the shit that Joe gave him. Joe was being tough. I loved it. I'm excited for. I want Joe to keep being tough. I'm liking it more than Gordon Ramsay being tough. Here's another note, okay? At this point in the show, what I am realizing is that Gen Z just lacks time and experience in the kitchen. But I'm also confused because when I went on the show at 27, so Gen Z's age right now on the show, I was way ahead. I don't like, but that's just because I watched. And all these guys say, I'm such a fan of Gordon Ramsay. I've watched you my whole life. And Nick, I've been watching everything you do on social media. Are you processing it? Are you learning from it? Because it doesn't look like it. Anyway, here we go. Next up, Sophie, super cute, epitome Gen Z. She's up there and all she wants to do is slay. Dish sounds fantastic. The filling to her dumpling looks great, but I can already tell that pasta is not going to be thin enough. That dumpling dough, not getting there. It looked way too thick. Her folds were nice. Those folds were nice. You could tell she has been doing those folds many times. And if you know anything about dumplings, the more crinkles, the more folds you get in the dough, the more experienced you are. Hers were nice. But again, too thick. I could not stand how this dish was put together. You could have taken all the ingredients, stood above the plate, dropped them on the plate, and they would have fallen on the plate better than the way she plated that. Man, I really did not plan on talking this much shit about Gen Z. I thought they were going to be way better. They just weren't. And yeah, Gordon tears her technique apart. And, Gordon has Lucky Cat restaurants. I went to the one down in Miami. You can't fool him. He knows everything. He knows his shit. He knows it all. So again, sorry, Sophie, you did not slay. Haley, cornhole, lamb, and a southern accent. Girl, you making me blush. Again, like I said, look, I'm serious about lamb dishes. I earned an apron with a lamb dish. At 27, I earned my apron with a lamb dish, presented it to Gordon. He said, this dish is better than anything we've seen at this stage of the competition in the history of MasterChef. It was a lamb dish. It was day one. What the fuck, Haley? You're killing me. This is not a stir fry. You didn't stir fry the vegetables together with the rice. There was no wok on your station. The lamb is still on the bone. This is a boomer rice dish in the middle of a side of lamb and a side of veg. Ugh. I don't get it. All the information is out there. It's all on their phone. The fucking thing they carry around all day in front of their face, not looking up. Swipe, scroll, swipe. Are you paying attention? The dish didn't even fit in the dish. You needed a bigger plate. I don't know. That one broke my heart. Haley, you broke my heart. Stick to cornhole. No, that's mean. Do it. Keep working on it. The lamb was actually cooked fucking nice. The lamb was cooked nice. The rest of it was not there. Hopefully you're teachable. I think if you listen and you learn, I think you can do it. I'm calling number 13. And I think Becca makes it to 6. I'm going with 6 now with Becca. Somebody please keep track of all these Babe Ruth call outs I'm doing. I don't know. I'm not keeping track. I'm just saying what I feel. Somebody go tally these up. All right. Mert. What a name, Mert. Mert. I'm from Florida too, bud. Yep. There's a time and place to have our shirt off. It's not in the MasterChef kitchen, although my whole first round, they wouldn't let me have sleeves. Man, Mert, go back in that kitchen and find a slice of humble pie. You started out great and then immediately burnt your butter, which was a funny cut. He's sitting there talking shit about how great he is, and then it cuts to him literally failing under the smallest amount of pressure. Super cool to do a tempura battered lobster roll. Finally, something we haven't seen before in the MasterChef kitchen. Super, super cool. Again, the way this fucking thing was plated, terrible. Like, I've never seen lobster on a plate look so bad. Also, I'm with Gordon Ramsay on this one. Cream cheese and sushi is disgusting. It's disgusting. It's such an Americanized thing, and we all know that cheese and fish is not supposed to go together except for certain exceptions, and this is not one of them. I would love it if all sushi restaurants in America stopped putting cream cheese in rolls. Please, it's gross. But Mert skated by the skin of your teeth. I think you do have talent in there. I think you did show techniques that are not easy. You rolled that thing nice. You made a tempura batter. You got it fried. Again, guys, when you're frying something on MasterChef, you got to take into account that it is going to sit for a little bit before they get to it. Make sure your batter is crispy. Put it on the crispier side. I don't know what else to say. Gen Z, you really let your generation down with this one, and you've set Gen X up for a really nice win for sure. I honestly thought watching this episode that they were just gonna save some aprons and from Gen Z and give them to other generations. You could have sent all of Gen Z home and told them to come back next year, except for maybe Becca. I think I'm just team Becca because I liked her confidence. I liked how she listened. So that's my recap. Nick, again, good to see you. Hey, everyone, go tell Nick to come on the pod. I would love to talk to him. I'm not even wasting my time with the DM because he's got 30 million followers across social media. He's not going to see my small little profile, but we're working on it. Everyone go tag him. Let's get him on this pod. Man, I can't wait for next week. Here we go. We're almost past the apron auditions. Episode 4 is next. Episode 5 is going to be wild. I cannot wait. Are we starting with a mystery box or are we starting a team challenge? I don't remember how it goes, honestly. It's all like trauma to me. I wish, and we should all go tell them, bring back the Black Apron challenges. Bring back the Elimination Challenge. God, I miss those so much. That made the show fun. Get rid of the wall. Bring back the Elimination Challenges. Right? All right, guys. Thank you for tuning into my recap. Please like, subscribe, and let's grow this thing. There's so many losers out there. We got to talk to them all. Thank you, everyone. And until next week, tune in to MasterChef at 8/7 Central on Fox on Wednesday.